You have to commit
with,
to your goals, to your dreams, to your intentions.
well, it's the word commitment. If you tell me committed to live, I will say yes, of course. That's it.
Committed to honoring myself
That's
and
good.
defining what it is that who I am,
Committed to yourself.
how I want to
Yes.
show the world.
I am completely committed in
Right.
the most important relationship that I have. And that relationship is with the love of my life, which is this physical body.
Body.
I I am the force to move this physical body. And I completely committed to make this body very happy until the moment that I leave the body. Then the body will decay, will disintegrate. And I know that being the force of move body, I'm immortal, like everybody else, like every life that exists in everywhere. Then the word commitment can be used in so many different ways and can use to manipulate somebody else. Promise me. You see, you then like you say, commitment. Well, it scares so many women too. It scares everyone who needs to promise something in order to get something. That's when the intention is coming.
I think it's an interesting topic. The commit itself, I mean, you could do a whole chapter on that one.
Yes.
But I think the most important, what I have found through my trainings, when it comes to commit, whether it's to a new path in life, a new style, I hate to use the word diet, but you know, if you want to commit to them, people always panic because they don't know exactly how to go about it. They like they say, for example, the changing of your lifestyle. You look at yourself where you are right now, and we're talking about the financial crisis. It's like, you know, I'm out of a job or I'm about to lose a job. I don't have enough finances, or my house is in crisis or something. But this is, I truly believe in my heart, I want to live this other lifestyle. I can see it, I can smell it, I can taste it, I can feel it. But how do I get?
What you need to do, like we said before, you have to see in what point of your life you are, what is what you live, what you practice, what are all the habits that you have, and you need to start breaking those habits who stop you to get that goal, to stop you to be happy all the time and to enjoy your life all the time and to be comfortable all the time. Because like we say, if it takes you 20 years to become what you believe you are, you cannot change it from one day to the next. With awareness, first you will find out that it's not what you like. Then the next step is to try to change it, and that's when you will find that it's so difficult. That is the reason why the difficult of the four agreements is don't take anything personally. Because they say, how can I take anything personally when it's really it's happened to me?
Right.
Well, of course it's happening to me, to you. And one thing is take things personally, and another thing, like Tom Cordone say, is business. Then you don't take it personally, but you take an action. And the action will be according to the action that takes, action, reaction.
Right.
Then if something go against you, you need to either step aside, go away, or face it. Depends what is the condition. Then when the life brings all those problems, the best way is to face the problems as soon as possible, and the problem is gone. And then whatever the result is about whatever you face, the result is that you will be happy again because you don't have the problem anymore. But if you postpone to face the problem, the anxiety keeps going, fear keeps going, and it becomes much more difficult. Then this is the main reason why don't take anything personally is so difficult for people, because they do exactly the opposite for many years until that becomes a habit.
That's an interesting aspect of it. And then now in passion for your dream.
Well, this is extremely important. You know, that comes from desire. By itself, desire is neither good or bad or right or wrong. It's like you're a child, you have a desire to have a chocolate. Well, it's a desire. This is the problem when desire go into obsession. In the other hand, if desire go into passion, then you enjoy every single step of your life. And passion, it will take you to inspiration. And inspiration is taking you to what you really are.
Inspiration is taking you to what you really are.
Exactly. To yourself. Then one side is building and the other is destroying. Example, well, you married, you go into obsession. With that obsession, you can become very possessive, jealous, anger, trying to control, and create a whole system that go into destruction, that you lose respect. At a certain point, you don't love anymore, and what you create starts falling apart. And when the breakup comes, then you don't have the other person, you go into yourself and you destroy yourself. It takes you 1-2 years to recover broken heart when that going into obsession.
So if we take that example right there, the goal was married, have a
To be
loving
happy.
relationship, to be happy. Now the intention was to be happy, or the goal is to be married, the intention is to be happy and raise family and children.
Yeah,
perhaps.
but the desire went into obsession. Then
Control
it got
issue
all
comes
that
in.
all that comes into their control, jealousy, possessiveness, anger, envy, everything, because that comes from obsession. It's like your mind
Ah, okay.
is obsessed
And the jealousy. So if when all that comes in,
everything.
now you're disconnected from who you are, and you're more focused on the other person,
And a war of
what they're
control
doing, where
begins
they're
there.
going, and you have forgotten totally yourself and your dreams.
Yes, and you lose respect, and that kills love. Yes,
Came into
obsession.
way, obsession.
Obsession go and try to destroy everything, competence, everything.
Okay.
On the other hand, when go into passion, you enjoy, you do the things because you love to do. It doesn't look like a work at all. You enjoy it. You know, it's very simple, honey. It's like I see my son, Don Jose, in his lectures to that all the time, and he speak with people. He tells, well, life is extremely simple. If you do good, you feel good. If you do bad, you feel bad. It's just common sense.
It feels good. It feels right.
Exactly. Plan A, B, C, D, E, F, they're coming. You just choose how you can.
So you think, I guess that's when you realize if you're really committed to this, because you don't give up.
Just how flexible you are.
I mean, if you knock on somebody's door because you want to sell them your product or your services that you really are passionate about, and they say, sorry, no.
Because they don't need it.
Exactly, because they don't need it, not because you're bad. And that's where your point comes in about don't take it personally.
Exactly. Product to everyone and who needs say, okay, I want it. Then you focus your attention on the ones who want your product. Well, in everything that we learn, first we focus our attention, then we practice, and it's the practice what makes the master. Then when you try to sell something in the very beginning, you will find a lot of rejection, but once you have more practice and more practice, it becomes so easy for you that in a certain moment you will know right away who needs your product and who don't need it, that you don't waste your time trying to sell your product to the one who don't need it, and you recognize the one who need it, and that's where you're going to sell your product, and that will make you a great seller.
Exactly. Help you realize your passionate dreams through your intentions. Yes, have goals, but make sure your intentions are in line with your goals.
Well, that's extremely important because you will love more what you do when you have results. Then we need to be wise to see when something is not working and change direction. It will be free. That's why we need to be
You're
flexible.
perfecting it. Yeah, you're
Yes, it's
perfecting it.
practice.
Every little step is a little exercise to perfect your game, to perfect your
And that
product.
work in all the different directions and all the different activities that we humans do. For teaching at school, for playing soccer, to playing football, to play guitar, to paint, anything.
Even relationships.
Oh, that is the most important one. There's a lot of divorces that looks like we are reaching a point that matrimony is almost inadequate. Many people already get married 3, 4, 5 times, and becomes kind of normal.
Not being connected truly to your intentions. If you got into this marriage or into this relationship, whether it's business or personal, if you got into it for the wrong reasons, you weren't truly connected to the intentions of why you wanted the situation, then obviously these challenges will come up because a lot of things that you ignored in the beginning are going to come back and be magnified.
Then we can say that in every relationship we make the same mistakes and we hope that the result will be different. Well, it's not the other people that we need to change. We need to change ourselves that we don't make the same mistakes. And if we change, we don't make the same mistake, the result will be different.
That's true. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get exactly the same results.
Yeah. If you always go to obsession, always you will go to destruction. If you don't respect, then none of the relationship will really last for long.
Defining your purpose.
Yes, but that begins with yourself. It's your purpose. You define it. This is what I want. And like I said a little before, I committed with the love of my life, which is my own physical body, and I only can give what I have. Then I have so much love, now I can give love. And that's extremely easy because when you love, everybody loves to be around you.
You know, that topic is very deep and serious. That's just a whole topic on its own.
Exactly.
Because women especially have difficulty in loving ourselves, loving us first, because we are meant to be nurturing and loving others and caring and you know, taking the needs for other people. But by the time it comes to us, it's like feeling guilty or feeling like you're being selfish or egotistical or self-centered, and we never make time for ourselves, and that's death. That's our spiritual death.
And the solution is also extremely simple. Get naked, put yourself in the mirror.
I like that
See
one.
how beautiful you are. Don't reject yourself, and nobody really can reject you.
You know, one of the ways around the rejecting yourself is that if you get naked, or if you, whether you do the physical nakedness or you do the mental nakedness or the spiritual nakedness, you get to know who you really are. That's why I think we talked about igniting passion for your dreams. You have to really get to know who you are. And once you truly know who you are, you know, sit down and write down all the list of all the great things about you that you love. And then on the other side, write down all the things that, you're not so hot about yourself. I mean, that's the important part.
If they tell you the truth, I will not go and ask anybody about what they think or feel about me.
No?
Not at all. You know, everybody has his own point of view, and
That's
the point
true.
of view that they have will be depending on what they learn.
The turning point, really, in loving yourself.
For many people need that someone let them know how good they are. And this
Validation.
is just one step to get better and get better and get better. But if you are more advanced You don't need that anybody validate you at all. You have the awareness, you will find out that everything that exists is beautiful. It's just points of view what makes the difference. You know, like a newborn baby is extremely
Perfect.
beautiful. Someone that is 95 years old, 100 years old, is beautiful also. What tells you that in our age we are not beautiful? Whatever is our age, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, what is what makes us beautiful? The people's opinion? What we believe about ourselves? We tell to ourselves so many lies that they are not truth. That's why we reject ourselves. We need that someone tell us how good we are. But what is the truth? Well, the truth is that you are perfect just the way you are. And you are beautiful just the way you are. Then why do you need that someone come and validate you and say, oh, God, you're so wonderful, you're so beautiful, you're so intelligent?
It takes time to raise your awareness and connect with your deeper inner self. And once you connect that, then yes, you're right. You don't need anybody to tell you who you are because you know.
Yes. And you know, the people's opinion shouldn't put you down or high because it's just people's opinion and you love them anyway. Then you don't need to know that everybody loves you. You know they do. And you don't need really to tell them, everybody, that you love them. You love them. But many times it's okay to say, hey, I love you. And it's great.
It is great.
Yes, it's like my son's book, The Fifth Agreement. He said, be skeptical, but learn to listen.
Be skeptical, but learn to listen.
Which means don't believe me, don't believe yourself, don't believe anybody
Don't believe
else.
us. What we've just been talking about today, don't believe us.
Exactly. But
Believe
listen.
yourself.
But listen, because there's gold there.
There's golden nuggets within that. Now we're getting all these notes and such coming in, but we're not going to be able to take them all. I hope we're able to inspire you and empower you to connect to your perfect self. And that's one of the things that I love. It's being able to connect to your perfect self. Where you are right now, how you are right now, you're absolutely perfect.
And beautiful.
Thank you.
Plan X.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.